Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts. Damn it, I didn't have the audio set correctly again.
I can't hear anything. I'm deaf.
Yeah.
I'm deafened by all this lore. All right, so during the events
before we get back to that, I want to bring forth the statement of we just blew our load on this entire discussion that could have happened through the entire series on the first 7 episodes.
Oh, you think I'm done?
Oh, we're not done. It's probably going to take the rest of these episodes and probably more. But we just blew our load on this on Kingdom Hearts 1.
I am stating my grand theory. I am trying to map out the path of Xehanort, the real main character of the Kingdom Hearts series.
Xehanort's final solution?
Yeah, Xehanort's final solution. And trying to path that out, and there will be addendums, there will be changes made consistently throughout this entire series to my theory.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I'm probably hella wrong right now, but as we go forward, how wrong I get will be corrected, and by the end, hopefully we'll understand this story, this grand narrative unfolding before us.
Yeah.
Right, so, Kingdom Hearts 1. Xemnas is out getting his boys together, getting his plan together, founding the world that never was. And
yeah, so that's probably why we don't see them in Hollow Bastion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
His experiments are what destroyed Hollow Bastion.
Yeah.
And it destroyed an entire world for him to make that split. And it both destroyed the town and cast others across the dimensions. Across the galaxy. Let's just call it the galaxy. When we're talking about this timeline as a whole, we'll call it the galaxy. It threw others across the galaxy and destroyed, and it also attracted the attention of people like Maleficent.
Yeah.
His experiment fucked Radiant Garden.
Sent them specifically to Traverse Town, because Traverse Town is the world you end up in when you have no world to go to, technically.
Pretty much. That place has its own gravity,
yeah.
I guess. So, Kingdom Hearts 1. Ansem, on the other hand, is in league with the Heartless, of course, because he is one. And this is very advantageous for Xemnas, because I'm assuming Xemnas knew that the plan would fail. Xemnas likely knew long ahead of time that Ansem's plan would fail, but Ansem was just threatening enough that if Ansem succeeds, great. Early win for Xemnas. If Ansem fails, great. It distracts everybody from what Xemnas is up to.
Do we even know what Ansem's plan was?
Basically, he was going to use Kingdom Hearts he was going to use the power of Kingdom Hearts and the singularity created by all those hearts, because he believed that darkness was the natural essence of all human hearts. Basically, he was going to create an entity of pure darkness that he would fuse with and gain ultimate power.
Ansem or Ansem's Heartless?
Ansem's Xehanort. Final boss of Kingdom Hearts 1.
Just call him Ansem's Heartless, please.
Because
calling him Ansem's Xehanort could also apply to Xemnas, and it does apply to Xemnas, because Ansem's Xehanort is Xemnas. So cool. Ansem's Heartless is probably...
Ansem's Heartless. You know what, when I'm talking about the real Ansem, I'll say Ansem the Wise. How about that? And so when I say Ansem, you can automatically assume I'm talking about the big bad guy in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Okay.
Cool. So Ansem attempts to fuse with Kingdom Hearts because he believes the essence of all human hearts is darkness. He believes that
that's his plan, but what I specifically was curious about is, do we know Ansem the Wise's plan for the experiments, why he was doing this?
Likely not. He was likely experimenting about something. We don't know what his motivation.
It might say in the Ansem report, so we probably shouldn't, talk about it yet.
Yeah, that's a good point. But, right, so Xemnas goes off. Ansem attempts to achieve everlasting darkness through Kingdom Hearts, using the power. It turns out that the essence of all human hearts, much like the optimistic Sora believes, is light. He believes that all people are inherently good, and it will naturally lead to them it'll naturally lead to the Kingdom Hearts opening the door to light. Xemnas likely also knows this. which is why he uses it. Which is why he attempts to use Kingdom Hearts in order to reform the nobodies to their original hearts.
Yes. That doesn't make sense either, though. Because the nobodies technically have their hearts, and I guess if he doesn't realize that both of their forms dying leads back to their original form, then maybe, but
yeah, but
that's
Xemnas
probably
himself
something he doesn't know.
Xehanort himself doesn't really have a preference for light or darkness. He says to Terra, it's about channeling both. To him, it's just power.
Yeah.
And he's going to use as much of that power as he possibly can. That's why you can have darkness wielders like Riku and Terra that are still good people, but they channel darkness. Xehanort, on the other hand, is just he's a monster. Darkness doesn't necessarily mean evil, it's just a force that exists in this world. Same thing goes for light. Xehanort believes... Xehanort wants to use the inherent power that comes from Kingdom Hearts to make himself stronger and basically gain control of the known galaxy.
Yes.
Whew, right. Next up, we're going to start with Chain of Memories since it came out first. Chain of Memories, in that, basically, Marluxia. I don't remember, I've never played Chain of Memories, so this is where you're going to fill me in, Travis. What was Marluxia?
Well, I'll let you say it, but for specifics, we're waiting until we get to that game. When it comes to games that we're playing, like Kingdom Hearts 1, I don't feel bad for talking about like that into that depth, but like for games that are going to be played, I don't really want to get too spoilery for them.
Yeah. I'll take what I know from Kingdom Hearts 358.
Yeah.
We're going to skip over Chain of Memories since I've never played it.
Yep.
But for 358, we know that Xemnas sent Marluxia and those organization members to Castle Oblivion to basically completely throw Sora off course. Using Namine, the witch who has power over Sora's memories, and people attached to Sora, including Ventus and Roxas.
Well, we don't know about Roxas yet. We don't learn about Roxas until the end of Chain of Memories.
Right, but I'm going by 358.
That's
and what we know from that.
That's fair.
Right. As well as Xion. She also has control over Xion. So, using Namine, Marluxia, and the organization members that are there, much like in real life, on the path from Kingdom Hearts 1 to 2, the events of Chain of Memories are a big fucking distraction for Sora. They're a big thing that gets in the way of what Sora actually wants to achieve, and much like it gets in the way of what we want to actually achieve, which is Kingdom Hearts 2. Castle Oblivion is there as an interruption, it's there as a distraction, similar to what Ansem was. So, that plan goes tits up. It goes horribly wrong, because the organization members have their own plan. Ansem, Axel,
that's my favorite part of the organization, is just the underlying... What's the word? The
internal power struggle.
The internal conflict and power struggle, exactly. Between literally almost every fucking organization member. There is distrust everywhere in this organization. And I love it.
Axel, Xemnas could have sent in one of two people. Or three people even. I think three people were suited for that job. One would have been Braig. I'll call them by their organization names. Xigbar. Xigbar is a sniper. He's super effective. He would have worked fine, but Xemnas needed him at his right hand to push the plans forward. Two could have been Isa, or Saix, as his organization name is, to go and clean house. However, they were also dealing with a problem where Axel, Roxas, and Xion were getting too close and too chummy with one another.
Yeah.
And for the plan with Xion to work out, Xemnas needed to separate Axel from the group. It's kind of the big brother father figure who kind of guided them, and Xemnas needed that guidance to be gone. So instead of sending his berserker, Isa, he sends Axel. And Axel, as we well know from some of my favorite Kingdom Hearts cutscenes, Axel fucking cleans house.
Yeah, he does.
And I love that character. I love oh god, he's so wonderful.
He's a lovable dumbass. He's a lovable dumbass as well as really fucking powerful.
Well, he's loyal to Xemnas and his fellow organization members, and that loyalty is what kind of leads him getting screwed over in the end.
Yeah.
Isa has that same loyalty. However, his loyalty goes above his friendship. Axel's entire struggle is about like, should I trust my friends or should I trust those who I've been told to trust because of what they've done for me? Should I repay a debt or should I repay kindness? You know?
Yeah.
Well, with Axel, cleans house. Syke stays there. Bragg stays there. Sora gets stored away by Namine, who at a last second. I don't know. Was she ordered to store him away, or was that an independent choice?
Yeah, she was ordered.
Okay. She stores Sora away for future endeavors, and they couldn't kill Sora because they needed him alive for the Xion project to function. The Xion project goes off without a hitch. She slowly becomes a duplication of Sora until Roxas eventually puts her down and absorbs her into himself.
Yeah.
Her existence is wiped, much like Xemnas planned, and now nobody remembers Xion, because that's what Xemnas planned. Nobody really remembers Xion at this point, and then we go into Kingdom Hearts 2 with Roxas, and oh boy.
Yeah.
So we currently have one Xemnas, we have one Xehanort in existence, right?
No. At this point, no. You know, there's one other that I don't know when it happened, but I think it was between 1 and 2.
Well, now that the disloyal elements have been cleaned out of Organization 13, he knows who he trusts, and he knows who he can put his where he can start splitting himself further without having to use the Heartless method, you know?
Yeah.
He puts part of himself in Bragg, he puts part of himself in Isa, which are Zigbar and Sykes, respectively. Those are the two that I know about so far. I don't know who else he uses, but he begins splitting himself again.
As for that, we'll find out with 3. 3 will enlighten us as to who is.
Yes.
Whenever we get to it.
So, at this point, we kind of see a theme with Xemnas. Xemnas is always playing 2 games. He's playing the short game, which is what he's currently planning on doing, and he's playing the long game to make sure that his plans over time come to fruition. However, there's a couple problems at this point that he's starting to run into. 2 specifically. 1, Sora's still alive, and Sora's more powerful than ever. He has the support and help with a bunch of people, including some people internal to the organization, such as Axel, who ends up betraying Xemnas at some point. Problem number 2, Terranort, Terra exists. Terra's around, and because Xemnas has split himself so much, Terra and the Lingering Will are beginning to exert their influence over Xemnas, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Which is why Xemnas in Kingdom Hearts 2, let me check this right quick. Xemnas, Kingdom Hearts 2.
I think this is the best fight I've had against Trickster, or Trickmaster, whatever the hell this guy's name is, in a long time.
Yes. Yeah, you're doing really well.
And he's dead. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done that good against him.
Yeah. So, Xemnas now. Actually, no, yeah, Xemnas steps in at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1. And he attempts to kind of clean house with Sora and get that out of the way, doesn't he?
We're not supposed to know that that's a secret boss, but yeah, he does.
So, yeah, I'm assuming he attempts to get rid of Sora at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1. That plan
I
fails.
don't think he's trying to get rid of him. I think he's testing his strength for the plans that's going to happen with Chain of Memories.
Right. Xemnas at the end of Xemnas midway through 2, however, and this is a problem he starts to run into now that he's spread himself thin across all these people, is Terra's now exerting his influence, which is why Xemnas in Kingdom Hearts 2 has brown eyes. That shows not only the Aqua Scene shows that, but the brown eyes show that Terra is exerting his influence over Xemnas.
Brown eyes isn't. Brown eyes don't represent Terra. Brown eyes represent Xehanort.
No, yellow eyes are Xehanort. That's why when the camera zooms in on Bragg and
Yeah.
He goes, "I'm already have Xehanort," and he has the yellow eye, you know.
Yeah, I forgot they were yellow. I thought they were brown. My bad.
Yep, it's all good. Zemnis has brown eyes at this point because Terra is also influencing him. He could even be known as Terranort, but the lingering will of Terra, both existing inside the armor and existing inside Zemnis, is starting to become a fucking problem. Which leads to Zemnis putting his plans into effect big time in Kingdom Hearts 2, really pulling out all the stops to get the organization moving, get Kingdom Hearts going, and he finally gets it going at the end until the one loose end he left behind in the form of Ansem the Wise blows a fucking hole through it.
Yeah.
Likely killing countless hundreds of thousands in the process. But, hey.
Oh well.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't kill him, he just blows it apart, and a lot of those hearts likely form into Heartless.
Either Heartless or went back to their
original
beings, but...
Yeah. Alright. Headache. Whew. Right, now we can get into the sequels. Kingdom Hearts 2, we know how that ends. Using what remains of Kingdom Hearts and the damage, basically the singularity being caused by the world that never was collapsing in on itself. It gives Sora and Riku access to the Door to Light, and allows them to return to the Destiny Islands, where they await their next adventure and orders from Führer King Mickey. So while we're waiting on Führer King Mickey is back in his own world doing his own thing, and he creates a data simulation, I believe, right?
Yep.
With Recoded? Yep.
Uh-huh.
And this leads to him basically going back through the events of these games to try to find out where Terra, Aqua, and Ventus are. He finds Terra's Terranort, Xehanort now, he finds that out. Ventus is, fucking dead, for all intents and purposes at this point. And Aqua's alive and in the worlds between, or she's in the world of darkness, and that's why she gets. She's in the realm of darkness. Miku. Yeah. Wow. Mickey and Mickey.
My OTP Miku.
Führer King Mickey decides, all right, well, we got to take care of this problem. I'm gonna go and retrieve Aqua. Me and Riku I'm gonna go retrieve Aqua. We need to get the boys ready, and I need you to send them in after me in case something goes wrong, so they can help me retrieve Aqua. That's what I understand from the opening hours of 3. I might be completely wrong there. I probably am.
We'll find out.
But we'll find out. Sora and Riku get brought in by the last remaining person who can really teach anything close to Keyblade Mastery in the form of Yen Sidon. And they begin their They begin their training in the form of returning to the worlds in sleep. Whew.
Yeah.
All right. Zemnis is gone. Ansem is gone. The only thing that remains are the remaining fragments of Xehanort in the organization members. I don't know which ones. Probably only Braig at this point, but I'm not entirely. Braig and Isa are confirmed, right?
Yes.
And anyone he's brought back. Because I know Marluxia comes back. Which is weird, because I don't see Marluxia going along with that. So they must have pinned him the fuck... Oh, no, they all came back. They all returned. All the organization members come back at this point. And
yeah, like I said before, when their nobody form gets destroyed, they come back. So.
Yep. Everyone except for Axel, as far as I know, is loyal to Zemnis once again. He uses his remaining. Well, Zemnis is dead, so it'd have to be Braig doing the. No. Huh.
No, because Zemnis and Zemnis's heart got Zemnis the nobody, and Zemnis the heartless got destroyed, thus recreating young Xehanort.
Young Xehanort, because he was young when the split happened.
Yes.
Young Xehanort then splits himself. Probably for not. Well, yeah. Okay. Now it's tying together. The young Xehanort then takes part of himself, using the duplication method that he's figured out, sends it back to make sure that the events happen the way they need to happen, in the form of his lingering will, in the form of No Name, right?
Yes.
which then moves into Kingdom Hearts 1 and helps trigger the events that lead to where they are now. Perfect. Excellent. Next, he splits himself off into the organization members and gives them yellow eye. Right. Okay. I miss anything?
No, I think we're.
I think
we got it.
I think
so
we're caught
far.
up. I think we're caught up.
Yeah.
I think we're caught up. Sora then realizes his entire life was a lie, and that everything up to this point just led to this, which was the cyclical redundancy of Xemnas' resurrection in full Xehanort form, with the duplicates helping him. So now at this point, or in order to properly destroy Xehanort, they need to destroy all the fragments, including Xehanort, Voldemort style.
Yeah.
Have you seen them?
Fury King Mickey and Riku are now... Riku follows Fury King Mickey into the realm of darkness. Sora heads off on his own adventures under the orders of Yunzid. And now,
There's two of them. The
thanks
last one is done.
thanks to this JPEG, we are now perfectly caught up for Kingdom Hearts 3.
You know what? Never mind.
Now we just have to wait.
I'm looking for
Yeah.
my friends Riku and Kairi.
But I love that Sora wasn't supposed to be the Keyblade wielder.
Right.
Yeah, he was kind of a convenient pawn in this whole thing, wasn't he?
Yeah. The reason he
By
was
the-
chosen was because the Keyblade needed the second best. Granted,
Really?
going birth by sleep, he was gonna end up getting one anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the person that was supposed to get that Keyblade back on Destiny Islands, from what I understand, was Riku. He
Was
just
Riku.
had gotten taken over by the
Show me.
darkness at
Take
that
me to
point.
Riku and Kairi.
So the Keyblade went
found
to...
itself to the most, found itself to the, well, made its way to the next
And
most,
I'm
you know,
Sora.
valuable wielder.
Tarzan, go.
Yeah.
Sora, go,
But
go.
the Keyblade doesn't care about light or darkness. The Keyblade simply respects power. My reasoning being is in Hollow Bastion, Riku takes control of the Keyblade.
Yeah, but then the Keyblade comes back to Sora.
Only when he
That-
has the power. Only when he has the power of Mickey and only when he has the power of Donald and Goofy supporting him
Yeah,
and Beast.
the power
Which
of
is the-
friendship is power.
Literally,
yeah.
literally the power of friendship. Their power cumulatively connects them together because everybody's drawn to Sora's heart, and that power was enough for the Keyblade to return to Sora and give him the advantage over Riku.
Yeah.
I'm glad the gorillas aren't voiced in this level.
Yeah, I don't want to say I hate her as a voice actor and an actor, but I don't like that lady.
I see. But yeah, no, it's like by the end of it, Sora became the real wielder because he was just more powerful than Riku at that moment. Now the real question is, why the fuck did the Key choose? No, wait, did Riku leave before the Key chose Sora, or after,
I'm not sure on that.
or was Riku weaker at that point?
I think the way it strikes me is I think there's, I don't know. I think there's Keyblades that lean more towards light and Keyblades that lean more towards darkness. And I'm assuming this Keyblade, well, Keychain that we have now,
Kingdom Key?
yeah, I'm sure Kingdom Key leads more towards light, which is why it chose Sora, because he wasn't being controlled by the darkness, as
Yeah.
opposed to Riku.
The reason, the thing I'm thinking of right now, and the question I have is, who is behind the beginning? The beginning, you know, the beginning where you're standing on top of the stained glass pillars and fighting the Heartless. Who causes that to happen, or is it something just people naturally have? Is that the Master of Masters exerting his influence over Sora?
I have no idea. I honestly barely understand the Master of Masters situation,
Okay.
so that's
I don't
something
know what
we'll
he
find
is.
out.
I just hear Master of Masters, and I go, okay, he's powerful. What is his plan? What is his goal? What is he doing? Where has his influence been seen?
Well, okay, for the Master of Masters, we'll figure that, like, when it ties in...
No. The reason why Sora gains the power over the Keyblade is because the reason why the Keyblade chose him is that Kairi and Riku are his friends.
Yeah. That
And they're his friends.
alongside Aqua, Terra, and Ventus saying, hey, maybe one day you guys will have power. of your own.
Yeah, she passed the because I believe the Keyblade, or the Keyblade Force, or whatever we want to call it.
Because there isn't just one Keyblade.
Like, I think. Go ahead.
Because there isn't just one Keyblade. That's the other thing. Is that there's many Keyblades. So which is why I feel like the Keyblade. Each Keyblade may be its own sort of like pseudo being. And why this Keyblade chose Sora is because he wasn't engulfed in darkness, like I said before. And also probably because at this point he also had a certain person in his being that we can delve into later when we play Birth by Sleep.
Right. Yeah, so that explains it, because Sora may have Riku may have the influence of Aqua, but Sora literally has two friends, which gives him power, and also holds the will of another inside of him in the form of Ventus.
Yes.
So.
Well, I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah, he has Ventus's heart. He's a heart hotel.
Yeah.
And then as for the Master of Masters and his plan, we'll learn more about that with back cover, as well as that literally the fun part is that the secret, I think it's the secret ending for Kingdom Hearts 3, ties directly into that fucking movie.
Wow, okay.
So yeah, it kind of comes full circle.
We will see where it goes.
No,
all I know is
spoiler alert, nowhere. Into another game.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, all I know about the Master of Masters is one day a foolish samurai warrior stepped forward to oppose him.
Son of a bitch.
So he cast that samurai off into a future where his evil is law.
I've never seen that. Is it worth watching?
Honestly, yes. Samurai Jack is the shit.
Yeah. But yeah, like I'm not gonna say what the Master of Masters plan is, because honestly I don't think we technically know right now either. Cause like, I'm not even gonna talk about it, never mind. Cause that you don't know about and I don't want to spoil it for you. Cause if it's something that we both know about, I'd talk about it, but you don't know and I don't want to say. For now.
Okay.
Oh, and who's this?
Hi there.
Oh, you speak English.
Oh my god, I just thought of something hilarious that I can't say because it ties into that. Damn it.
Highly doubtful.
I like Clayton. I wish he would have joined the League of Super Villains.
I wish. He was just sitting there.
Yeah.
A circus of clowns.
Alongside Maleficent and Jafar, and it's been great.
Mr. Clayton, we're studying them, not hunting them.
Alright, you got anything else to add to the Kingdom Hearts lore? Because like I said, we blew our load on that discussion. Now we need to find things to talk about. So good job.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
I'm thinking.
Sora, look what we
Donald's an asshole?
Look at this.
Yes, you're right.
No.
He is kind of a douche through this first game.
He is. But he's motivated. His loyalty, first and foremost, goes towards Fuhrer King Mickey.
Yeah.
And that's all he cares about. He wants to help
find his king.
Disney. Yeah, help find his king. Fuhrer King Mickey.
That's the end of the episode? Yes, it is. Thank you for watching.
I'll think of something to say by next episode.
Alright, take care.